Good morning. Oh my word, the sun is really bright in the living room this morning. Welcome. This is our online strength training class. My name is Melissa. I'm HealthAware's registered dietitian and personal trainer. Welcome to those who are watching live right now, and welcome to those of you that are watching the recorded version later on today or some other day. Glad you're all here. Today we will need 2 handheld weights. I've got my 7-pound dumbbells over there, and you will need an exercise mat. There's my exercise mat, or a towel, a rug, whatever is soft-ish for us to be down on. So we'll start with our warm-up, standing up like usual, and then we'll transition into the standing half of our strength training, and then we'll do another half on the exercise mat. You will need it sort of for the standing part, so have your exercise mat nearby. And then we'll finish on the mat with some nice stretching. That's always the best part. Oh my word. If you have any questions or any feedback during class, just type it in the comments, let me know. I should be able to see that as it pops up at the bottom of my screen. So just let me know, even if you're watching the recorded version. Feel free to type in comments, I can see those too. I'm gonna get our music started and then we're ready to go. Make sure you have your weights, your water, your exercise mat, your exercise pants adjusted. I'll take a sip before I start talking more. All right, it was cold in my house this morning. It's still cold, but I'm gonna get rid of the jacket. We'll get warm soon. All righty. All right, we're good. I think we're good. All right. There we go. I've got my exercise mat already in my way. Let's start with our march. Getting that body warmed up. Adjust your clothes. Make sure your shoes are laced the same amount on each side, right? That's just me. My shoes have to be laced equally tight or loose. Keep marching. Happy Friday Eve. I forgot to say that. It's Thursday, but I like to call it Friday Eve. It makes it feel a little better. All right, let's curl up that leg in the back. Curl up. Squeezing up. Can you kick your heel into your bottom? Pull that foot up, pump the arms. Are you awake this morning? Oh my goodness. So I usually don't eat breakfast, but I had a banana this morning, so I feel more energized than usual. Just kidding, it'll probably fade quick. Now reach overhead, big stretch, touch out that toe, big reach. Stretching through the arm, through the torso, point that toe out, warming up the body. Keep going, a few more. Is your core warming up too? Keeping those core muscles tight, belly button pulled in. Last one, let's march. So I know I say this probably every time. Here, live in my living room, I am exercising to the beat for this warm-up. I like exercising to a beat. It's more fun, I think. When we do our strength training stuff, we don't really do that as much. I would if I could. So you're welcome to march with me to the beat if you want. All right, curl up the hamstring, curl it up. Keep going. Pump those arms. How high is that heel getting? Are you hitting your bottom? I can bend one of my knees a little bit more than the other. This one had surgery twice. I can't bend it quite as far. Few more. Let's reach overhead. Big stretch. Touch it out. Getting that body warmed up. Did you have your coffee this morning? Or if you're watching later in the day, you've probably had a few meals, maybe some coffee, maybe a little bit more awake. Let's go back to our marches. All right, so keep marching. I'm gonna talk us through our workout a little bit more. So we have a section standing, and then we have a section that's going to be down on our exercise mat. Each section has 4 exercises. We're going to repeat the standing group 3 times, and then the floor group 3 times. All right, think about where your weights are. You don't need them quite yet. Let's get it started. I think, did someone say something? I have to check. Oh, Lori's watching. Hey, Lori, I got a little notification that you're watching. Ah, so glad. All right, first exercise we're doing, this is something new that we've not done before. This is a reverse lunge. We've done a lunge, but not a reverse lunge. That is a little bit loud. So, the position, we'll start a little bit slower here. The position, feet about hip distance apart, not super wide, but not close together. Feet are starting hip distance apart. And now I'll show you from the side. So you take 1 step back, reverse, or reverse step, and then down into that lunge. Then come back to standing. Other side, down and up, and back to standing, okay? Step back, down and up, come back. So you want to make sure you're taking a big enough step back that your knee is not extending past your front toe, okay? Think big step, and then down and up. Big step, down and up. If you're finding that your balance is a little off, make sure your feet are hip distance apart still. You don't want to step back right 1 foot in front of the other. Step back. Let's do 1 more on each side. I feel like I'm traveling forward a little bit. Last one. Good. Go ahead and grab your weights. Someone else is watching. Oh, hi Molly. Molly's watching. Somehow it's showing me who's watching now. Ah, that makes it way more fun. All right, handheld weights. Standing with gentle knees, soft knees, okay, not locked out. We're doing an upright row now. So palms are facing your body, and we lift up like you're zipping up your jacket. Lift them up, keep those elbows high, and then lower back down. Elbows stay above the wrists, and lower back down. Elbows stay above the wrists, okay? Keep those wrists straight. I'll show you from the side. Pull up and back down. Soft knees, tight core. Keep going. Up and down. I'll show you even closer. You can see my elbows, my wrists. How's that? Does that help at all? Let's do 2 more. Last one. Good. Set those weights down. That's the only exercise we need them for in this standing section, okay? I didn't want to get too close because you can see all the catherine on my pants. All right, next move for the legs. Sumo squat is what it's called, a nice wide stance. So from the side, we look like this, keeping that pelvis tucked under, none of that, okay? Neutral spine, feet are wide, working the inner thighs, those adductor muscles, and we lower down, and then we pull back up. So every time, feet are sliding, every time you stand back up, I want you to think about squeezing. Squeeze those glutes together, squeeze them, squeeze the inner thighs, core stays tight. As you lower down, make sure the knees stay behind the toes. All right, if your knees are going past your toes, you need to be wider with the feet. Also make sure the knees and toes are pointed the same direction. Don't let those knees roll in. Keep them out. Down and up. If this is too easy, hold a weight or 2. Down and up. Let's do 2 more. 1 more. Good. Now this is where you're going to need your mat. You could use the floor too, it doesn't really matter. We're just kind of using it. This is more of a challenging exercise, but I thought we would try it out. It's called a caterpillar walk. So we stand on one side of your mat or wherever you are. Soft knees. Don't bend them too far, but don't lock them out. Lower down, touch hand, walk out to a plank, and then we walk all the way back in. That was 1. So lower down, out to that plank, straight line from the head down to the feet when you get to that plank position. You can alternate the hand that you start with if you want. Mix it up a little bit. So the knees are soft. You notice mine are bending a little bit. Not locked out, but I'm not squatting down to get my hands to the floor, right? I'm leaning forward. Core is tight, especially here. Bring it back up. Take this at whatever speed you need. Good, bring it back. Let's do 2 more. I have a nice squishy mat, so it's nice on the wrists. If you find that this bothers your wrists, do a plank instead. Or maybe you need a little bit squishier of a mat. Good, bring it up. We made it. That was the first round. How'd you do? All right, starting from the beginning, we're doing those reverse lunges. I'll show you from the front this time. Here, get my mat out of the way. So remember, feet about hip distance apart. Step back with one side. Step back lunge, and then come back up. Other side. Step back lunge, and come back up. Try to keep that body tall. If you can't lower all the way down to the floor, it's okay. Halfway down is good too. Wherever you're comfortable with. Just make sure that you're challenging your muscles. Challenging that balance a little bit. That's the purpose of strength training, right? Challenge those muscles. Good, keep going. Take these exercises at whatever pace you're comfortable with. If you need to move slower, or if you want to move a little quicker, that's fine too. But don't go too quick. Fast does not necessarily mean better with strength training. Let's do 1 more on this leg. Almost fell over. Good. Grab your weights. How is my balance looking? It's not great this morning, I'll say that. All right, weights in your hands, palms facing your body. We're doing that upright row. Catch your breath. Let's do it. Up and down. Using those deltoid muscles here. That's what we're working a lot of. Take this at whatever speed you want. Stick with me if you like, but slower is fine too. Keep those elbows up. Wrists are strong, so none of this, no floppy wrists, okay? Strong wrists. 3, 2, and 1. Good, set those weights down. Moving back into that sumo squat position. My mat's in the way. All right, wide stance. Toes and knees going the same direction. Let's do it. Down and squeeze up. Down and squeeze up. Remember to keep that spine neutral. Pelvis is slightly tucked under. Don't let that booty push back, okay? I'll show you from the side. Keep it neutral as best as you can. Down and back up. All right? Remember, none of this, not that. Keep it under. Down and up. Push that pelvis down to the floor and back up. Keep going. 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Find that mat if you're using it. We're going back to that caterpillar walk. This is the gentle version of this. This is sort of the introduction into the caterpillar walk. There are more difficult variations that we could do, but you're welcome. We're not doing those today. All right, here we go. Soft knees, lower down, walk it out, plank position, and then walk it back in. Like I said, you can alternate the hand that goes down first if you want, and then alternate the hand going back. Whatever you want to do. I like to get 4, 3, 2, 1, walks in, and then 4, 3, 2, 1, walks back, if I can. Is that core tight? Keep going. Are we having fun yet? Go, go, again. So I don't know if you just heard that little ding. That was my laptop. Let's do 2 more. You can do it, hang in there. I'll distract you with the story. So that little ding was my laptop. I have finally gotten to remember that I need to turn on the do not disturb on my phone and not allow anything from anybody. Good. But now my laptop gets the text. My laptop gets the text now, so that was a text. Probably from my husband. All right, that was round 2, by the way. Grab some water. We're going back to our alternating reverse lunges. Slide that out of my way. I'll show you from the side again this time, so remember, feet about hip distance apart, okay? Big step back. Big step back and down, and then back up. If you can, make it one fluid motion, okay? Down and back up. If you need to pause, that's okay too, okay? Do what is right for your body this morning. Some days, we are more athletic than other days. Good. Try to keep those hips forward. Thinking tall. Keep going. Again, let's do 4. Woo, don't fall over. 3. Talking to myself. 2. Last one. Good. Oh, my knees popped on that one. I don't think you heard that though. Grab your weights. Were your knees cracking on that at all? I hate lunges. I will be totally honest. But they are so good for us. But I hate them. All right, grab the weights. Upright row, that's what we're doing. Soft knees, core is tight, palms facing you. Let's do it. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Oh, I can do this one to the beat. I hope the music is loud enough for you. I might need to turn it up. That first or the second song was loud, and now it's not very loud. Keep going, let's do 4. And 3. How you feeling? 2. Last one. Good, set those weights down. I feel like I need more music. That's a little better. All right, sumo squat, feet wide. Belly button in, pelvis tucked, knees and toes same direction. So let's do it, down and up, down, squeeze it up. Nice and slow on this round. Squeeze it up. I'm doing this one to the beat too. Oh, this was a good song. So I was telling someone earlier today, Karen, if you're watching, hello. The music I use for this class, it's not popular. It doesn't have a lot of words in it. It's not really recognizable because Facebook will not let us do music that's popular, current, modern. They'll stop the video. So I use stuff that you'll never recognize so that these videos will be able to stay up, if you're wondering. 2 more. 1 more. Good. Grab that mat. Let's do our last round of the caterpillar walk. I'm going to do it the other way for you this time. How about that? All right. Soft knees. Are you ready? Let's do it. All the way out. And then all the way back. Give a little pause when you get out to that plank. Again, alternate your hands if you want. Added challenge. You might find that one side is easier to walk out with and walk back with. Or maybe they're both difficult, I don't know. It's all hard. Keep going. I'm not doing this one to the beat in case you're wondering. Good, how are you doing? This is the last time we do this one, so push through, push through. one more on each hand. So start with one side. Bring it on back. And then let's start with the other side. Good. You made it. How do your shoulders feel? Those two arm moves were quite shoulder intensive. Grab your handheld weights. Meet me on the exercise mat. Set those weights down. We're starting with one exercise or with one weight. So we've got 4 exercises here on the mat. We'll do those 3 times, just like we did standing. One of your weights in hand. We're doing a Russian twist. This is one that I know we're familiar with. We've done it a lot. I like this move. It's good for us. I'll show you from the front and then I'll show you from the side. So try to keep the knees and feet close together. Don't let them open up too wide, okay? Weight in front. Lean back slightly to engage the core muscles. And then we rotate gently. Side to side. Rotate those shoulders. Rotate the weight. Very careful with this move. We want this move to work our abdominal muscles, not our back, okay? We don't want to hurt our back. The back muscles are working a bit, but we don't want to strain anything. So you got to keep those core muscles tight. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Grab your other weight, and I'm going to have you take it all the way down to the floor. I'm going to turn slightly on the diagonal. Hopefully you can see me. All right, so all the way down to the floor, gently get that head in place. And we're doing a pec press. We're going to keep the palms facing together though for this one. So low back pressed into the mat, feet on the floor, and we press up and lower back down. So I want you to keep those weights over the chest, not over the face when they go up into the air. Lower down and press up. Lower down and press up. For the next 3 exercises, we're actually just going to stay laying here on the floor. Isn't that great? Keep going. Down and up. Down and up. 2 more. Last one. Good. Set those weights all the way down. You don't need them for the next 2 exercises. Stay where you are. For this next one, I like to have my hands underneath my tailbone, kind of in a diamond shape. Kind of stick my hands underneath there. My bottom will kind of rest on my thumbs, just to give the pelvis a little more of a tuck to help keep the spine neutral, push that low back into the mat. Take those knees up into a tabletop position, 90 degrees, if you can. Hopefully I stay there, I don't know. I watch these videos back sometimes and I'm like, ooh, my knees weren't straight or whatever. All right, abdominal work. Lowering one heel at a time, keeping that leg in the same bent position. So we lower down and bring it back up. The leg does not change position. We're moving from the hip, keeping the core tight, back pressed into the mat. Relax your neck if you can. I'm telling myself that. Good. Keep breathing. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Feet down. You made it through that one. Next one is going to be for our legs. A little bit of core too. I want you to lift up into a bridge position, okay? So straight line as best as you can from the knees all the way down to the shoulders on the mat. And feet are about hip distance apart. One at a time, I want you to extend the leg out and then lower back down. Hold in this bridge. Extend the leg out and back down. Hold it, extend and down. Don't let those hips drop too much. Okay, try to keep the pelvis lifted. Keep both hips pointed to the ceiling. Is one side easier than the other? The knee I had surgery on is a little bit more difficult to balance on. Go figure, right? If this bothers your knees, you could just do pelvic bridge lifts, I guess I would call them glute lifts. Okay? One more on each side. Last one. Good, lower down. We made it through. Sit on up. Gently. Grab one handheld weight. All right. I will fix my hair so I look all right in the camera. Grab one handheld weight. I'm going to show you from the side on this one. All right, so the Russian twist. Weight is in front. Knees and toes. Knees and toes. Knees and feet, knees and toes. Stay close together. Lean back slightly to engage the core muscles. And then we rotate side to side. Working those abdominal muscles here. A little bonus arm. Check out your knees and your feet. Are they still close together? I caught a glimpse of mine and my knees are traveling apart. Good. How about 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Grab your other weight. We're going all the way back down to the floor. Both weights with ya. All the way down. Feet on the floor. We're doing the pec press. Are you ready? Palms facing each other, okay? Back pressed into the mat. Neck relaxed. And let's do it. Press up. Press over the chest and lower back down. Press over the chest and lower back down. For a move like this, you may find that you're able to lift more than you think. Press and down. Try not to have a death grip on those weights, okay? No death grip on the weights. My fingers are loose. I mean, don't drop the weight on your face or anything, but try not to death grip that weight. Relax. You're okay. The weight's not going anywhere. How about 3, 2, and 1. Set those weights down. We're going back to that heel tap. Pelvis tucked under with the hands underneath. Okay, make sure you keep that low back pressed into the mat. Legs up, 90 degrees at the hips and the knees to start. And lower down one at a time. Here we go. Core stays tight. It's a challenge to keep that leg in that same bent position as you move the leg down, isn't it? Core tight. Keep it all tight. Keep going. See, like this song, right? You don't recognize this song. Facebook could never recognize this song, right? Right. The name of the song is called Sandstorm, in case you're wondering though. I have no idea who the artist is. One more on each side. Last one. Good, lower the feet down. Nice. All right, glute bridge. Lift the pelvis on up. Glutes are tight. Knee to shoulder on the floor, straight line. Let's extend one leg at a time. Extend and lower. Extend and lower. Hands on the mat for more support. Relax the neck. This is a nice, slow, controlled movement, right? You're not kicking your leg out. We're placing the toe out and lowering back down. Place it and lower back down. Give your quad a little squeeze when you extend it out. Squeeze it. Are your glutes still lifted? Are mine still lifted? Oh my goodness. Let's do one more on each side. Nice, lower down. Woo, round 2, we made it. Sit yourself back up. Roll to the side. Gracefully bring yourself up. And we're gonna do everything one more time. And grab some water if you need it. All right. Seated. Fix my hair. Woo. Almost knocked my pin out of my hair. Okay, we're good. I can't even see myself that far away. I'm really tiny in my camera. All right. Russian twist. Engage that core by leaning back slightly. Knees and toes stay close together. Let's do it. Rotate. Rotate. This is your last round. So really push yourself. Challenge yourself. Get an extra repetition in there if you want. Twist, twist. Abdominals are tight. Thought I ran out of music there for a minute. Abdominal muscles are tight. Keep going. Not the back getting too involved in this though, right? 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Grab your other weight. Hold on. Someone said something. I have to read it. Oh no, it's just someone else watching. Look at all you guys watching. I'm so proud of you. I'm so glad you're here joining me. Grab both of your weights. Take it all the way down onto your back. Roll it down slowly. All right, feet firmly planted on the ground. Weights next to the chest, palms facing in. Let's do it. Press overhead. Working those chest muscles. Working our deltoids a little more. It's quite the deltoid day, isn't it? Those deltoids are your shoulder muscles. It's what makes you look good in your shirts, right? When you have shoulder muscles. Yeah, we like those. It's one of my favorite body groups to work out. Keep going. Press them up, lower down. Lots of control, not letting the gravity pull the weight back down, using muscle to control it. I feel like our music got louder. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Put those weights down. We're done with those guys. Hands underneath the tailbone. Tuck the pelvis under. Keep that spine neutral. If you're finding that you're getting back pain from this next movement, the heel taps, your pelvis may not be tilted enough. That can really help alleviate some back issues on this. Okay? Feet up into that 90-degree position. There-ish. Lower down one at a time. Here we go. Challenge yourself. Abdominal muscles tight. Nice and slow. No need to rush through this movement. Exercising faster doesn't mean we're exercising better. Slow and controlled is okay. How are you doing? Hang in there. Keep going. How about 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Feet down. We have one more exercise. Are we gonna make it? All right, hands on the mat. Lift up into that glute bridge. Glutes are squeezing tight, right? Right? Straight line as best as you can. Knees down to the shoulders on the mat. Relax your neck and extend one leg out. Point that toe, lower down. How's the balance on this move, huh? You thought balance while you were standing was hard. How about the balance in this movement? Oh my goodness. Keep everything tight. Squeeze that quad as you extend. Give it a good squeeze. The quad is that muscle on top of your thigh. Squeeze them. Squeeze them. All right, let's push. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, and you made it. You stay right there. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to change our music to something a little more relaxing. Don't go anywhere. Just lie there. Bask in the glory that you just completed the workout. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, stay lying all the way down. I want you to take both of your knees, pull them into your chest as best as you can. If you need to, you can hold on behind the thighs if you need to as well. We're just kind of giving that low back a little bit of a stretch. You can rock side to side if you want. Stretching out that low back, we certainly put some tension on it today. From here, I want you to extend one leg all the way down to the floor. I'm going to scoot up on my mat a little bit so I'm not getting behind the table. There we go. All right, so keep one knee pulled into the chest. You can have a grip behind your thigh, not behind the knee, but behind the thigh if it's a little bit more comfortable for you. Wherever your flexibility is today, pulling through that leg, gentle squeeze. This is the best part of the workout, huh? Get to relax and stretch. Extend that leg up as best as you can, straight leg if you can. And wherever you're comfortable, pull that leg closer to you. If you need to hold behind the calf, if you need to just hold behind the thigh. We want to stretch through the hamstring, through the glute, the calf, that entire back side of the leg. Very gently, giving just a little tug. Try to keep that leg as straight as you can. So if that decreases your flexibility range, that's okay. We want to keep that leg straight. All right, go ahead and lower that leg down. All the way straight and pull in your other knee. We're going to give that knee a little hug. I'm assuming you don't recognize this song either. It has some words, but I don't think it's English. I do like this song. It's called Awa Awa. All right, from here, extend that leg all the way up. Wherever you're comfortable, wherever your flexibility is, keep that leg straight as best as you can. If you can only hold behind the thigh, that's great. If you want to do behind the calf, that's good too. Stretching out the whole back side of that leg, a little bit into the lower back as well. If you flex your foot, it'll make the stretch much, much worse. It almost takes your breath away, huh? It stretches through that calf a little bit more. Go ahead and lower that leg down. Help yourself up to a seated position. Roll to your side. Push yourself up. That's the graceful way to do it, right? Protect the neck a little bit more. My hair curls are just out of control today, I feel. All right. I'm not sure where that one came from. Okay, we're good. Feet in front of you. We're gonna reach forward, fold down into that stretch. Keep those legs straight if you can again. So if that decreases your range of motion, if your hands are on your thighs, that's fine. If you can reach your calves, great, or your shins, I guess they are. Or all the way to your feet, that's good too. You can rest your hands on the floor if you need that support. We're stretching that back side of the leg again. You feel that, right? It is quite intense if you get a little bit too low, right? Takes your breath away. Flex your feet now. Can you feel that in your calves? Oh my. Are you realizing you need to stretch a little more? That's what I'm realizing right now. All right, from here, go ahead and sit on up nice and tall. Bend your knees if you need to help that lower back. Take one arm across. We're gonna stretch out those deltoids. Oh my, we work those. One arm is across the body, cradling with the other arm. Just a gentle bit of pressure on that arm. You're stretching all the way through the upper back, through the deltoid into the arm. Go ahead and switch to your other side. Pull across the body. Stretching out through that upper back, through the shoulder, through the arm. All right, from here, go ahead and help yourself all the way to standing. We're gonna stretch a little bit more standing. Get my mat out of the way. From where you are, go ahead and clasp the hands behind the back, and I want you to open gently, just a gentle pull. Don't get lightheaded when you stand up. Woo. Opening up that chest, working those chest muscles today. We need to stretch them out today now. Just a gentle stretch. All right, go ahead and release that. We're now getting into a lunge position, but this time we're stretching, okay? So remember, feet stay about hip distance apart. Step back. Don't tip over. And this time, both heels are on the ground, and we're pushing that pelvis forward and down slightly, tucking the pelvis, pressing forward. This is to stretch out the front side of that leg. We stretched out the back sides of our legs. Now we're doing the front because we worked those too. A nice deep stretch. Hold it there. This is a good stretch. It can help relieve lower back pain too. So if my back is feeling a little bit tweaked out some days, I'll do this stretch. Stretching out the front of the leg can help with the back. Let's go ahead and switch to our other side. I'll go this way so you can see better. Nice deep lunge. Push forward pelvis. Keep it tucked under. Make sure your knees, again, not extending too far past your toe. You want to keep it behind your toe if possible. So if that means take a bigger step back, then that's what I recommend. Feel that stretch all through the front of the body, the front of that leg, stretching out the hip. They get so tight when we sit so much all day. Stretch those guys out. All right, take your feet back together. Clasp those hands. We've made it to the end. Take a step back. Deep breath. Breathe in. Reach overhead. Big stretch. Take one more deep breath. Exhale and let those arms float down. We made it. How do you feel? I think we worked some new things today. Challenged our muscles maybe in some different ways. I'm so glad that you joined me this morning. If it's live or watching the recorded version later on, thank you for being here. Give yourself a pat on the back for doing something good for your body. If anyone wants to still join our October weight loss challenge, you may have seen some posts about that or heard me talk about it. I still have a few spots next week to do the initial weigh-in, so let me know if you'd like to be part of that. Let me know also if you have any feedback, any questions in the comments here. I can see all those, even if it's the recorded version, so just type in anything and I will be able to answer that. If you have any questions, hi Holly. Hi Lori. So next week, I will be in a totally different environment. We bought our first house, so we are moving between now and then. So this is the last time you will see this living room. Enjoy it. Last time. Hopefully the other house will be cleaner than this. A little messy today. All right. Have a happy Friday Eve. I will see you all next week.